Hello everyone, we're recording this one live on Twitch, but it's going to be the FACEIT match between Toronto Defiant and Students of the Game. Now, two Dallas teams, Toronto obviously back-to-back stage champions in Stage 1, Stage 2. Students of the Game with a pretty high finish in Stage 2 to seal an unexpected Dallas spot, I think, for most people. So we're going to check out their FACEIT round robin game here. Now, it's still quite early on in the round robin. Both teams probably do expect to make the top 8, but it's always interesting to see how these two teams match up from a seeding perspective. In terms of what we're most interested in, I think for Toronto, it's just what are they playing right now in a potentially post-Orisa world? What are they going to be playing? What are they going to be focusing on? And for Students of the Game, how close can they get to the big dogs? We want them to be closer and closer and closer. Everyone sort of expects maybe Students of the Game are going to go to Dallas and maybe get a little bit rolled. So it's interesting now to see, can Students of the Game get anywhere close to some of these elite teams? Likewise, Students of the Game have also added Tree and Kaluge to their team, so how relevant are they going to be? Are they going to be a big impact? What are we going to see from them? Are they going to actually feature in any of these games today? Now, we can talk about the map veto quickly. I'm not going to show you on screen in case anyone's watching this trying to be spoiler-free. But Students of the Game banned Busan, Toronto banned Samoa, Nepal was the pick by Students of the Game. That's where we'll be starting. And then Toronto banned Midtown. Students of the Game banned Eichenwald, and it was actually Hollywood that Toronto wanted to go to. And then when we get to the escort map, if we need it, Students of the Game banned Rialto, Toronto banned Shambali, and Junkertown was the pick. So, Nepal, Hollywood, Junkertown, pretty diveable maps, honestly, for the most part. Maybe Nepal the least diveable, so we can see Toronto take into that. We'll jump into the game now, and we'll see how they're getting on. We'll see how it starts. If I can press the right button. So, we'll start now. It's going to be Nepal. It's going to be Shrine to begin with. And I think interested to see what comps they play. We actually see Ram, Cass, Bap, initially probably Scissors going on to Tracer after the SimTP out of Spawn. Meanwhile, on the Toronto side, it's actually Mauga Genji. So we've seen some of this Mauga Genji comp before. A little bit in Korea. It's generally quite an aggressive comp. Expect for Mauga to use his overrun in. Sugar Free to try and follow it with the dash. So it could be very explosive and a lot of early pressure onto Cow. Could be the name of the game. Both teams going to roll out opposite sides initially. Someone playing a little bit slower on high ground for now will drop down. And we'll look for that aggressive timing. We see Scissors taking this angle on right. Just trying to poke down this Mauga. Here it comes. Slam onto PG. He gets hit. Sugar Free dies. Oh, sorry, Sugar Free gets victored onto PG. PG immediately dead. Slam is good. Genji follow-up is good. Lamp is late. And that's going to be an easy one for old Toronto. An easy one for old Toronto. Let me just... Maybe that's better. There we go. In control. Nice, easy, quick fight. So no real ults built by either team. And Toronto's starting on top, as we'd very much expect them to. Retaken from the high ground here is Students of the Game. They have to be careful when they drop down. If they lose control of it, Sugar Free can always play above them, can cause them a bit of a nuisance. And actually, oh! The 1-2 punch from Sugar Free. Sugar Free has started this game. Lights out. Immediate kills for him in both fights. Now he's still harassing. They actually lose Vega. It's not quite over yet. Sugar Free's going to chase down PG after this slide. And they should be able to stabilize, even though Scissors is looking for this late kill. But the damage is done. Sugar Free looking good, and I mean, after those first two fights, we've got to lock in for a Sugar Free Blade on this next one. They've lost these fights so convincingly. Now, the only person anywhere close to ult is actually Rack Attack, 15% away from this beat. Obviously, beat pretty good at dealing with Blade. Blade, an increasingly difficult ult to get value with in general, but especially into beat. Students of the Game, they're going to drop down now. Sugar Free, last time they did this, he took an opportunity onto Cow. He's going to do the same thing again, but the rail is good. PGE with a setup. Beat comes through. Kitsune Rush to double down from Toronto. They still kill Cow, but it's 4v4. Now the high ground for Merit. The overclock is going. Infected is solo. He's pushed all the way back. They're all lining up for him, and then Merit will just beam one down after the other. PGE nearly hit the clutch. The rail really set up that kill for Cow, and then they got the beat off, but they were still able to focus down Cow through everything. And now look at someone. He's hiding with this cage close. Is he going to try and cage for touch? He wants for Lucio. He wants for Tracer. Oh, they go the opposite way. Someone's just going to search for the others. He's going to get everyone. Everyone's in the cage. Window and Annihilation beat to save someone, but he's just getting beamed down, actually, but it's a cage 9. The point. The point. It's a cage 9. They probably would have won it anyway, if we're being honest, but always fun. Always fun to get a cage 9. Well played by Toronto. Convincing, dominant. The superlatives could go on. Looks like they might be locking in the same thing here. Infected potentially going to start on the Sigma here. Now, in general, it's a bit of a longer open map. So the Sigma is better because he's got more poke damage and better in these slower, longer fights. But obviously, Toronto might not want that to happen at all. They might be going really aggressive, really early with the Mauga and with the Genji. It's what we saw. And last time, PG was the guy who got slammed. We've seen Cal get abused by the Sugar Free and Someone duo as well. We're going to start on this left-hand side. And look at Vega and Sugar Free. They're making some of these money moves on the right-hand side. They have got control of the flank. Scissors is going to try and respond with a little bit of help from Rack. But Sugar Free and Vega have come down main. Vega's going to peek with Sugar Free. They forced them all the way back here. And Toronto realise they've got map control. They don't need to do anything crazy. They can start forcing point with Sugar Free. Scissors is behind right now. I don't know if they're aware. Onto RuPaul, forces for Suzu out, but someone's going in aggressively. Slam is good onto Cow. Infected Snare, but they're doubling down here. Toronto are still coming. Slide in from Merit. They're all coming. They've actually flipped the map, but students of the game have survived. They're going to swing out this left-hand side instead. Rock onto point. Sugar Free's forced out, but it's Vega who's caught. Player advantage for students of the game, but there's a Mauga behind them. They avoid the slam. They keep beaming someone down as he drops his cardiac overdrive. Infected has point control. And students of the game, their rotations have been good, but Merit's behind PG. He has to be careful. He drops a point. It's a messy situation for students of the game. They have to clear coast as a team. Slam comes in. Rack is low. Dash misses. Rock doesn't catch him. They trade Rack for someone. It's a good trade. They hold on to point. They stabilize here. And students of the game with control. And we're going to see someone swap onto Winston. So the nice thing, I guess, about this Mauga Genji comp is it transitions very quickly into a dive composition. Rack is close in this defensive beat. RuPaul has this Kitsune rush to start us off. They're going to start trying to force point. Scissors is a little bit slow to match here. He will be nedged in time, though. Now a chance to go through. Defensive window. Kitsune rush over top. Will Rack have the beat in time? Not to save Calvo. The beat is dropped. Can they still turn the kills? Someone gets a second bubble, a second leap. And he'll finish it off. The pulse bomb's no good from Scissors. RuPaul should clean this one up. And Toronto successful with their Kitsune rush push. And ultimately, a lot of ults came out. The defensive beat came out as well. And if I'm Toronto, I'm really considering, can I just do a blade or a beat type push again? No defensive beat to deal with. A Mei Rhyme swap now. And these guys think they're SSG. PG has the overclock to start. He's going to have to try and shut down this blade. Oh, actually, Merit's going to start with overclock here. And they just lose Cow on the rotation in. PG's going to try and clutch. It's 3v5, though. He slides in. Hits one. Hits. Just get Vega. But what are you going to do? The damage has been done by Merit. They caught them all on the rotation there. In control, Toronto, and in control. Nice. And easy. Primal and Beat still available, so the pressure's very much going to be coming on Cow again. PG has swapped onto Bastion, which Bastion's very good actually against Blade. If you just hit the form timing as they Blade, it can be very difficult for the Genji to get value. Sugar Free's holding this angle. They're going to try and rotate into someone here, but he has for Primal. Oh no, they might all get booped off. There goes Cow. He's looking for another one. PG has formed, so that will repel someone for now. Sugar Free is actually still in, but one more jump. Someone's going to knock a couple more off the point. A dangerous place to stand near a Winston with Primal, and someone's going to get all the cleanup. Where is Rack going? Vega's coming for him. Rack wants for one-on-one. Someone's trying to interfere with this one. Someone no respect for the integrity of this duel. And Rack has held his position, held his high ground, and Vega has to go running back to his team like a coward. He drops the beat for his team and they kill Cow, so the beat blade is successful. But can anyone really have respect for Vega after he bows out of that one-on-one? Rack trying not to get staggered, will get staggered here, and it looks like this first map will be all over as they move into spawn. Easy. Easy for Toronto, probably as you'd expect. A very dominant map. We'll move on to Hollywood now, which is... We can update the scoreboard as well. We'll move on to Hollywood, update the scoreboard. And this is actually also going to be Toronto's pick. I don't know if that makes a huge difference. I think Toronto are dominant as we'd expect. They are the team to beat in North America. Only one team has managed to do it so far since the inception of this new Toronto roster, and that was M80 in Stage 2. Students of the game, not looking particularly close in that first one. We'll move on to Hollywood. And it looks like there will be a chance for a dive mirror now. I think it's a rough one. It's a rough one for sure. Students of the game, for what it's worth, have been somewhat impressive on dive from the games we've seen previously against a lot of the non-Toronto teams. But Toronto are really, obviously, within North America, are the kings of dive. The kings of a lot of things, really. We're going to start with students of the game holding behind. Now, the way these Ana Brig matchups go is both Winston Tracers are going to try and make some kind of money move on the enemy backline. Which means we get sort of 2 fights, 2 attempts at backline trying to appeal for themselves. So we'll keep our eyes on students of the game initially. PG holding his left-hand side. Avoids the magnetic grenade. Infected's going to try and bait the jump. Does give a bubble onto someone here. Loses for HB trade and will be forced back. No bubbles for either Winston as this nade comes in from RuPaul. It hits Rack and Sugar-Free tried to force the kill, but defensive nade is good, keeps him alive. Toronto have a bit of space. Infected comes back, bubble onto Vega. He'll bash out, and actually Merit's a little bit separated here if they can find any pressure, but he will be okay. Even space, but bubble advantage for someone. He's going to drop it. He's going to take a lot of damage. They lose someone, but they kill Scissors. This aggressive flank from Sugar-Free and Merit on the left has given them a pretty aggressive space, but Infected's going to try and mark that. Merit regroups with his team. Meanwhile, Sugar-Free's found another pick. Infected's desperately trying to peel for his team, but the damage is done. And it all started with a flank on that left-hand side, or left-hand side from our perspective at least. Merit takes the aggressive position, helps force the kill. And Toronto take the map after that. Now, on to the second point. Ults start to come up for both teams. Merit's actually going to go Ashe as well here. So, I expect with the Ashe... Obviously, the Ashe can have a bit of mobility. Oh, they get a sleep on Infected, actually. Oh, the sleep on Infected and he'll die. So this will be a lot of free cart push. I was going to say, one thing that the Ashe does allow you to do is focus the point a lot. Also has some of that upward mobility. Upward mobility to actually jump onto the high ground, but they're going to nano someone. PG is low. The nade is good onto Cal. The high noon was used by PG to try and save his life, but the damage was done. Sugar-Free and someone over top. And now Toronto are going to get a chance to hold forward with this. Get their backline on this high ground. Merit will be pushing the point. Sugar-Free's even going to get this late kill onto Scissors. Needs to be a full reset for students of the game. Nano available and Primal. Only Primal for Toronto. Someone is holding close here. Considering going in. Nano will be used on Infected. He gets slept though. He has Primal afterwards to keep going if he wants. He can. He will get bashed. Now he can boop him off and he's separated him from the high ground. Can he find the kill? Pressure onto RuPaul. RuPaul's maybe stuck here. Can he finish it? There we go. Infected's got the kill and they've dealt with someone on the other side of it as well. Primal's good. Infected's got the backline. And not too bad. It's big stabilization. Someone didn't actually commit the Primal there, so they had to use Nano Primal to win that fight, so there was a heavy investment. But they did manage to stabilize, and if you're ever in these dive mirrors, if you're the team that gets to set your backline on this high ground, you're going to feel pretty good about it. Someone's going to try and make his move to point. Jumps up now. Does have this Primal. Sleep onto Infected. Oh, he's going to get blown up. And someone might not even... Oh, he maybe does have to pop... Maybe he doesn't. I thought he had to pop a Primal, but he gets the pocket in time. Now he's going to go. Rally comes out from Rack. The chase is on. Someone wants to take him for a ride. Sleep is good by Cal. But Rack was separated. Not enough to save him. And now someone is still coming. Nade onto Cal. Survives for a bit, but doesn't survive for Primal, and Toronto will push this one in. 4 minutes on the time bank. And one good fight. One good fight only on that second for Students of the Game, so it's still a hefty time bank, and now RuPaul has this Nano coming back up. PG has gone over to match the Ashe as well, so he will have a Bob soon to help deal with this Nano potentially. Infected close in his primal, so again, a chance to stabilize. Will be a Bob onto this Nano, but Bob just goes flying through, and the Nano's going to get value. Rack and Cow are trying to peel for it. It's not working out, though. Someone's going to kill 2 and leave. The Bob didn't help him get any trades either. Rack's still trying to peek. Scissors is in behind. The Toronto backline holds strong. And they were hoping the Bob would help be a peel tool for him there, but it doesn't work out. Cow didn't actually quite get it. PG is coming back on Widow. Any pick is good. But he's going to have to try and wriggle free of someone's attention. Nade onto someone will slow him down, but he does nearly have this primal. Vega has the rally advantage as well. A pick would be magic right now. But he's going to get focused down. He's going to get taken out of the game. Meanwhile, this rally is going to go. He's pushed all the way back to spawn, and Vega is dealing with this Tracer. Bash is good. Can't quite finish it, though. They're still walking forward. The backline has died now. Vega's still coming in. 2 minutes 47. And it's all wrapped up. Pretty fat time bank as far as Hollywood goes. Steep test ahead of the Students of the Game players. A couple of nice moments, a nice sleep, a nice nano into primal from Infected, but ultimately it's all a little bit too easy. I think that was maybe the only time Vega and RuPaul died was to that nano primal. Other than that, they've withstood all the tests. Feel like Scissors has been a little bit quiet in this game so far. Always tough when you're up against the Toronto big boys, but you need a bit of magic. And we get a Reinhardt. Looks like we're getting a Reinhardt. Looks like Sugar Free's gone May. Is he walking out of spawn? Where's Vega? Vega's going Lucio then, I guess.
Oh, I feel like I'm forgetting something.
Is he doing it? Someone's gone. Kinda has to go Lucio, no? Someone's committed to it here. Vega gets the memo. They're on Lucio. Infected. He's taking the Rhine mirror. He's taking it. He's doing it. Alright, 2 minutes 47 the time to beat. And they've got themselves in a Rhine mirror. Are they sticking for Sim Bastion? Sim Bastion instead of a May. So Sugar Free obviously has the wall advantage. But actually Bastion, if PG saves his form for wall, he just kills the wall every time. Vega was holding on the high ground trying to deny a boot. Where are they going with this TP? TP onto the high ground. Vega's got the boot. They're all down. Cow has to lamp everyone. But they're still plowing forward onto someone. But Sugar Free's got the off angle. He's getting so much cleave. They try to play aggressive. They try to play fast. But the only thing that happens fast is then back to the respawn queue. Rack gets his one, though, as you always expect from Rack. First fight for Toronto. Walking back out. Another chance to go again. Someone is actually so close to this shatter. A huge shatter gap right now. And a chance for someone to win the fight for his team. Have to be switched on to when this TP might go. Might be one to Cafe again. Oh, he goes for it. Infected is sharp to it, though. Little bit of a skill check from someone, but Infected passes for Tess. Now the window comes back with the windows on the wall. Outplay by Sugar Free. The counter pin comes in. Infected is still plowing forward. PG is formed up. They've dealt with Infected. Toronto hold strong again. PGE has saved his KD. You get out of that? Did he not die? How does he get out of that one? Alright, Vega's going to take a peek. Confirms the entire enemy team is indeed coming out of spawn. And Sugar Free is hiding with May out here. Our students of the game checking their corners. The answer is no. But oh, the pin from Infected. 180 pin takes him down. That's a disaster from Toronto. Infected with the play. And now player advantage. RuPaul is super low as well. Forced all the way back. RuPaul was actually going to deep peek to this to like the alleyway area. High noon on the high ground for Merit. Scissors going to TP onto him. Lamp comes through. Wall over the top. Infected wants to keep pushing him. Just tries to force the shatter through. Optimistic from Infected. Someone's trying to come back now. They're just forcing point. Beat over the top. The pin is good again. Will Sugar Free ever see a pinning Reinhardt coming for him? Will Rack ever see one coming for him? The answer is no on both counts. It's a dogfight right now. Window on the high ground from Cow. Infected is doubling down behind, but he has got the HP disadvantage. Scissors on top. RuPaul is playing in Lampho, and he's got a Reinhardt with him as well. Scissors tries to TP there, TP back. Oh, he fell off. He fell off. Oh, no. Rack is back. Rack is back, going for the trade. And Scissors TP's out. Rack sacrificed himself so Scissors could live. Was it worth it? I don't know. I really don't. I can't do the cost-benefit analysis on this in real time. Scissors is still alive. Can he trade? He forces the lamp out of RuPaul. He's going to TP out again. Will Scissors live? Scissors is going to live the entire thing. Someone is still chasing him. Help, Scissors. Help, Scissors live. Oh, he's run into the Reinhardt. He doesn't get out. They chase him all the way to spawn. Someone's going to get the pin on PGE. They pushed him all the way back here. Infected trades one. Nearly has the shatter if they can keep him up.
30 seconds.
Sugar Free holding the off angle with this sim. Merit back on Genji. They're going to go clear out. They're going to clear these guys out. They TP away. They've TP back. They've been juked. Vega somehow gets pinned in all of this. Infected can't seem to miss a pin right now. They're hunting down RuPaul inside, but RuPaul manages to trade. Trades across the board. Cal will clean up behind, and now surely this is the advantage. This is students of the game. Oh, the shatter lands! He was 1 HP, the lamp in time. Someone had the shatter as well, but Infected with an undeniable main tank gap. They're going to sim wall here in what can only be described as a mistake. And students of the game are going to cap regardless. Sim wall wasted. Window and wall on the side of students of the game. But they've got the Merit Blade to withstand. This comp is actually really, really good at dealing with Blade. And it is Merit on Genji. So you'd think it would be survivable, but we'll wait and see. Someone's got a shatter to throw into the mix. They might even wait for Vega's beat as well, get a beat Blade going. Rack's trying to make his way up, looking for the boot, but Merit's got him marked. He's going to deflect a turret, but that's not how that works. Still lurking. They've just trying to force point. Lamp has been forced. Merit, he sees his timing to go. The lamp will fade. He's all over Cow, but he gets Cow. The rest TP away. They beat in, but Rack has run away. They'll win the fight, but they needed to use beat and Blade for it. And not a horrible trade from students of the game, economically speaking. Merit is going to try and hold in spawn here. A decision he might come to regret as he dashes out here. Oh, the bomb gets him. Deflect too late. PGE with the pick, but someone's walked into the back line. They've lost Cow. They've lost PGE. The lamp in to keep someone alive. Infected goes for the pin. Doesn't connect anything. Someone with the counter pin. Oh, and the Rhine gap from first point's a distant memory for Infected. He falls here. 1 minute left on the clock.
60 seconds.
They have wall. They have beat coming back. Infected nearly has the shatter. Oh my, someone's just still trying to hold on point, but they don't really have heals. Sugar Free CP out is going to be late, so students of the game, a window to take the high ground. A shatter advantage, a wall advantage, an equal wall situation, and a beat advantage. Many advantages for students of the game. Do they know Vega's in the corner? I think the answer's no. Vega's going to taunt and bit forced off the edge. They catch Merit again. A chance now to move in. Infected's looking for it. The counter pin is good. He's about to have shatter. Is someone wise to it? Infected only has one thing in his mind. He takes for Reinhardt. Doesn't even need the shatter in the end. Sim wall over the top. And they're forcing it through. Forcing it through to third point. It seems in hindsight possibly a mistake from Vega to taunt instead of supporting his Genji. I don't know. You make a case both ways, right? You make a case both ways, but honestly, I'm actually don't taunt build. PG with a form, and they might be forcing an overtime round here. They've got a chance. They've got a chance. Shatter available for both Reinhardts. TP onto the high ground. Boop is good by Vega. Infected looking for it again. Will kill the TP. Counter pin comes back. Pins are good. Both shrines have shatter still. Looking for it. Someone is 1 HP. Doesn't get a chance to slam it. Beat over the top from Rack. They should clean it up from here. They're got to try and clear these Toronto players above them. It's annoying to deal with. RuPaul is up now with nades as well. And Vega's, oh, he's on the asteroid. This guy is in space. Oh, he's got the pin. Infected, still trying to clear these guys off the asteroids. A rare asteroid hold here. And they've got him exactly where they want him. Sugar-free with the emergency venture pick. Vega doesn't quite have this beat yet. If Infected can find the slam, there's no response for 9%. Blade comes through onto the high ground. Can they deal with it? No! Oh, 1-for-1 trade, though. Oh, no! The gap is there. He gets back up. Can he hit the slam afterwards? There we go. He's got it. He's got it. And they're going to force the overtime round. They're going to force the overtime round. Vega didn't get to the beat.
3-3.
Thank you as well, Max Bloom, for the tier 1. An extra innings. Maybe even force a map free out of this one. I imagine we're going to be seeing more of the same. It would be awfully cowardly of Toronto not to take the Rhine Mirror again here. So I'm very much hoping we get more of the Rhine Mirror. Someone's immediately locked it. No doubt in his head. And no doubt in Infected's head either. Maycas, Rheinbap Lucio. Looked like it'll be Sim Bastion again. Had a few problems initially on this first point, students of the game. In the end, actually found the opening through punishing Sugar Freeze, who tried to go aggressive with that Blizzard early on, hiding in a corner. Only a minute on the clock, though, so they won't really get an opportunity to run into that situation again. They have to try and get a pretty decent push because Toronto have 3 minutes and 37 seconds, and it's essentially a full another run through the attack from them. So we'll see how it starts. Sim Bastion again. RuPaul starting on the high ground. Just holding around point for now, trading fire strikes. Merit and RuPaul on top of Cafe. Are they going to try and TP and clear? And Vega was normally good for the boot. They deny. Oh, PGE dodges for wall, but is separated now. PGE is completely split. They're trying to hold for high ground. Infected goes for a pin. No good. They've lost Cow. No heals at all. Infected is 1 HP. They're trying to hold for door. They've only 25 seconds. Rack is desperately healing. Desperately trying to keep everyone up. Sim TP to keep dodging. Infected is just hard shielding PGE. He needs help. They've killed someone, actually. But Trade's okay. Rack is so close in this beat as well, but he's trapped in a corner. Rack's going to try and punch his way out of it. No good, though. 7 seconds left. Infected. One last desperate pin. It's Cal versus the world. Lamps himself onto Merit. The counter lamp by RuPaul. And he can't touch. The point is open. And now, it has to be an almighty full hold. An almighty full hold.
Initiating match.
Three minutes, 37 seconds. And it's going to take, I don't know, just a main tank difference, a flex support difference, maybe a couple of TPS differences, and obviously a main support difference as well. A lot of work for students of the game to do to bail themselves out of this one. Toronto have taken the Rhine Mirror the 3rd round in a row. Sim Bastion again from students of the game. And everything needs to go right for them. They did get 63.8%, so we will have a winner and a loser of this. It's really hard to get a draw at this point. Holding on point. Nothing fancy. Nothing surprising. Sometimes you see a few close holds hiding the spawn somewhere in these overtime situations, but no such shenanigans from students of the game this time. Gonna take a straight, honest Rhine Mirror. Right down the gut. Sim is going to be the choice for Merit. Sim Bastion as well, so it's a full mirror. Toronto have obviously seeded now. Students of the game have a superior comp. And it's going to be a rotate up high ground. Are they ready for it? They try and TP away. They do TP away. They flip the map here, but they lose Sugar Free. They're trying to rotate back to the high ground here. Cal has to be careful. Everyone's coming behind him. They managed to stabilize now. Toronto are trying to keep their position on the high ground. Merit's not actually with them here. I think Merit's going to go pick up Sugar Free. So no DPS quite here. But yeah, students of the game realize they can push them, and Toronto have to give the space. Now the high ground, the pin comes in. It's good. Someone's going to get pinned. He does get lamped. They're super split right now. Sugar Free stuck in main. Someone's going to try and charge out. Lamp is good. Keeps everyone alive. Window on the high ground now. They are awfully low. Rack's in trouble. Catches a fire strike. Oh, there's the kill from Merit as well. The window up top is good. And Toronto should be getting it from here. Just PGE versus the world. Doesn't even get his one. One more touch with the sim, but no doing. No doing. And it ends up being a pretty straightforward one for old Toronto. I don't think too many surprises there. I think... Let me update the scoreboard, but yeah, 2-0 for Toronto. Toronto's still on top. I don't think anyone's really surprised by any of that. And that concludes, obviously, round 4 game. Round 4 game, yeah, between Students of the Game and Toronto. Lots of games next week as well. Obviously, week 3 is going to be the free gamer from all the teams. I can bring it up for you here. Free gamer from all the teams. So if we look at the North American region, lots of good games here in this week 3. We're going to see Toronto versus M80. And Toronto versus Citrus might be decent. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, for Students of the Game, we're going to see them against Dreamland, a game they expect to win, Avidity, another game they'd expect to win, and against Smart Fellas. So, should actually be a 3-0 next week for Students of the Game, back on the winning track after a pretty difficult week, running into both Citrus and Toronto this time. So, pretty straightforward one overall. Toronto's still good. Who would have guessed it, huh? Toronto's still good. And that'll do us for this one. Thank you.